In this video, we are going to take a look at how to identify vertical and horizontal shifts when an equation is written in vertex form. So here is our equation written in vertex form. We've got y equals x minus h squared plus k. And something to remember is that in vertex form, we always have x minus h. So the h value is going to tell us if we move left or right. So this value here, remember, is going to tell us if we move, let's get to red, left or right. If this h value is negative, it's going to move the graph left. If the h value is positive, it is going to move the equation or the parabola right. So remember, we're talking about the graph of the equation, which is the parabola, and we're talking about if that parabola is going to move left or right. And then plus k, so this k value is going to tell us if we're moving up or down. So if our k value says +1, we would move up 1. If it says -2, we would move down 2 units. So the most confusing part would be the left and right horizontal movement. So let me give you an example of an equation you might see. Let's write this out. How about y equals x minus 4 squared plus 3. So what do you think the horizontal and vertical movements are going to be? So remember, because the equation is written as x minus, we only want to look at the value that comes after it, whether it is positive or negative. So since we have a positive 4, because remember that negative is built into the original equation, so the number itself, there's not another negative in front of it, so it's actually positive. So because it's positive 4, we would be going up, or I'm sorry, not up. That means right, I meant to say. Get back to here. We are going to be going right 4 units. And then this value here tells us that we are also going to be going up 3 units. So this equation written in vertical form, or I'm botching my words today, in vertex form. This equation written in vertex form, we can identify, because this value here, after the negative sign for the x minus, is positive, we're going to move right 4 units. And then we've got this +3, which tells us we're going up 3 units. So the parabola, the graph, comparing it to, if we were comparing this graph to y equals x squared, comparing it to this graph here, it tells us we're going up 4 units, up 3 units, and right 4 units. So let's change some numbers up here. Let's change some numbers up. So I'm going to erase things. And let's change this so that we change this into a positive. We're going to say positive x plus 8 squared minus 2. So what do you think if we were to compare the parabola to y equals x squared and compare it to y equals x plus 8 squared minus 2, how do you think this parabola is going to move from its parent function of y equals x squared? Well, remember, we can rewrite this equation as x minus -8. Remember, a double negative would equal positive. And so we've just rewritten that equation so that we can identify that horizontal movement better. All right, so now looking at our h value, it's a -8. It is a -8. So because it's negative, that tells us we are going to go left 8 units. And then this -2 over here tells us that we're also going to be going down 2 units. And that is how we can identify vertical and horizontal shifts from vertex form.